Points, rays, and X-lines are typically used as a temporary scaffolding in the drawing process. These objects extend either a zero distance in the case of a point, or infinite distances in the case of rays and X-lines. These objects are usually either erased or trimmed to suit the geometric situation. Open Point Ray X-Line 1 from the Creating Objects chapter folder, and then go ahead and open the Draw Panels slide out on the Home tab. You'll find the X-line, ray, and point tools located here together. Let's start by drawing an X-line. I'll click a point right about here in between these two vertical lines. And as I move the cursor, you can see that I can rotate this X-line about the initial point that I clicked. I'd like this to be a horizontal line, so I'll use ortho. I'll move to the left or the right so that this goes horizontally, and then I'll click and press Enter to end the command. So right now this is an X-line, meaning it goes off to infinity in both directions. I'll use the Trim tool here on the Modify panel, and on the command line it says Select Objects or Select All in angled brackets. I'd actually like to select all the objects in the drawing as potential cutting edges for the trim operation, so I'll press Enter to accept the default. And then I'll click the objects where I want to trim them. In this case, I'll click here, here, and here. I'll press Enter to finish the trim command. So right now I trimmed away the X-line and actually turned it into a ray. Rays begin at a point and go off to infinity in one direction. I'll trim off this edge as well. Trim, Enter, click, Enter. Now we have a line object. So X-lines and rays are easily convertible into lines by trimming. The next thing I want to do is create a point object. So go up to the Draw panel, expand the slide out, and click the Point tool. Snap that to the midpoint of this vertical line by holding down Shift, right-clicking, and choosing Midpoint from the Context menu. Then click on the midpoint to create a point. Press Enter or Escape to end the command. We can't see the point at this moment. Let's erase the line. Erase, select the line, and press Enter. There's the point, but it's very small. It's only 1 pixel in size. You can enlarge the point display by typing dd ptype. This is a very old command. dd means dialog box, and ptype means point type. So I'll press Enter, and we have a variety of point styles to choose from. I'll select this symbol and click OK. So now the point has a larger appearance, but it's still a point of null size. So now let me go ahead and draw an arc. I'll open the Arc flyout. I'll create an arc using the Center Start End method. And I'd like to snap the center to the point. To do this, you have to use a specialized object snap called Node. Shift right-click, choose Node, and then click on the point. Shift right-click and choose Endpoint, and click on this endpoint. And then Shift right-click and choose Endpoint again, and click right here to complete the arc. Let's offset this existing arc some arbitrary distance inside. Use the Offset tool, which is located right here in the Modify panel. It says Specify Offset Distance. I'm going to do that not by typing in a number, but by clicking 2 points. I'll click approximately here without even bothering to snap anything, because I'm doing this arbitrarily. And then I'll move in here and click another point, about here. That sets the offset distance interactively. Then it says Select Object to Offset. I'll select this arc. And then you can see that as I move the cursor in or out, I have the option to offset a new arc in either direction. In this case, I'd like it to be inside, so I'll click right here to generate a new concentric arc. And then I'll press Enter to exit the offset command. Let's use the ray tool here. And let's start the ray from the node associated with the point. So Shift right-click, Node, click on the point. And because ortho is on, I can draw this ray up vertically. I'll click a point and press Enter to draw in a ray. Now I'd like to array the ray. I'll do that here. Open the flyout and choose Polar Array. Select the ray object, press Enter, and it says to specify the center point of the array. Well, that's the point object. Shift right-click and choose Node. Select the points node, and then go up here and change the number of items to 32. Make sure associative is not checked, and click Close Array. Now we have a series of rays going around a circle like this. Let's erase some of them. Erase all of these rays over here on the left side. I'll click down here and make a crossing window that crosses a series of these rays. It's a little bit quicker to select them in that way. Press Enter, and they're gone. Now let's trim away these rays. I'll use Trim. I'll select the outer and inner arcs, and for this I need to zoom in by rotating the mouse wheel. I'll click here and press Enter. Then I just need to click on these rays to get rid of the portions which I want to trim away. And I can do that quicker by making a crossing window, like this. And then inside here I want to do the same sort of thing, so I'll zoom in and then make a crossing window to get all of those and get rid of them. Press Enter, and you're done. Double-click the mouse wheel to zoom out. You have now learned how to use and style point objects, how to create and trim rays and X-lines, and have explored several editing tools in the process.